The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Nobody's listening, no. Nobody's listening, no. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody's listening, no. Nobody's listening. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody wants to hear them speak.
Thank you for downloading, streaming, however it is that you listen to the Not Listening podcast. Why am I nearly forgetting the name of the fucking show? We've done 200 odd episodes.
Because
we keep changing the names as well.
I'm Adam, you're...
Ash.
You're...
Well,
Why have you suddenly got so relaxed you're far away from the mic?
I don't know.
Man. I've been here for 7 hours, recorded so many episodes, so I haven't got to sit down with them anymore. We bulk record so we don't have to see each other.
We actually can't stand
You know
each
what?
other.
It's actually quite true. It's actually quite true. Thank you for joining us, everybody. How you doing?
Yeah.
They
I'm
can't-
good, thank you.
They can't answer us. They can't answer us. Right, we are doing another science-style episode, a science-ash episode, because everyone loves them, Ash. They love them.
Really?
Do they?
I
Do the
get-
numbers speak?
They speak volumes. They do. People,
I'm sure they do.
People
Yeah, I'm
stop.
sure they do as well.
They stop me in the street and they go, "Do you know what I love about not listening? Science Ash." And
Who are
I'm
they, out of interest?
like, me.
You stop
Yeah,
yourself
but-
in the... Basically,
Stop.
you're
Random
walking along in the
flashes.
street and you just stop and go, Science Ash!
I do it. I do. I love Science Ash.
On trade platforms as well.
I love Science Ash. I love a not interesting episode. The NIs.
Yeah, we'll do one of them at some
I
point
love
soon.
it. I learn something. Probably more from the not interesting episode than I do from Science Ash, but
Thanks.
still, there's something
he's
there.
So good, isn't he?
Making you feel really good about yourself.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to let him in.
Welcome
next
to
time.
Not Creative with Ash.
Yeah.
And not as informative.
And not very interesting or
We could sort that out. We could do a spin-off episode.
never
if you want.
learn anything.
I learned
Should we call
bollocks.
this a not informative podcast?
Not informative podcast. The following information you may hear in the following podcast may be very inaccurate, but still, it may be right. Who
Yeah, I'll
knows?
make it up as I go along. Sod the notes.
Like everything else you fucking do anyway. No, it's good though. Science Ash. So the good thing about this, whenever we do a Science Ash, I don't have a clue what he's going to talk about. I really don't.
Well, you know the subject title,
but
but you
he-
just have no fucking idea
I have no
what
idea
it
what the
is.
fuck it is. So
So-
for me, I'm just going to be sitting here, probably quiet or astounded, and be, what the fuck are you talking about?
All right, maybe I can help with this. So, Ash, when we have a glass bottle of tomato ketchup, not that squeezy bollocks. I don't mean squeezy bollocks. That would just be... well, squeezy... it's just a totally different conversation, really, the whole squeezy bollocks thing. But
Never
when we...
squeeze your bollocks. Never. It hurts.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. But when you've got the glass, you remember when you were little and you had these bottles of tomato ketchup that were bigger than you, but they wouldn't pour.
Thumping it.
But if you thumped the bottom, suddenly it would go runny and come out. Why is that, Ash? Do tell us.
I can tell you that. Yes.
Hang on,
I love the way Adam's expression has gone entirely blank.
We're talking about bottles.
We're talking about glass bottles.
No,
of tomato
we're
ketchup.
talking about
We're
tomato
talking
ketchup.
about the ketchup.
Not the
itself.
bottle here. But squeezy
Right.
bottles, you squeeze it, it comes out. That's obvious.
That's
Why does it come
pressure.
out? There's pressure. But
Listeners, do not fucking turn off. I'm still sitting here, all right? If I've got to listen to this, so have you.
But why, if you slap the bottom of the bottle and send a bit of force through it, why does it go runny? Do tell us.
It goes runny because it's a non-Newtonian fluid.
Oh my, Ash, what's a non-Newtonian fluid? Could you please tell us?
Sounds
It's
like the
ketchup.
worst porno ever.
But I don't have a swimming pool.
Right, okay. There's two types of non-Newtonian fluids.
Go.
You've got one that when you apply a force to it, a shear force or any kind of force, it actually gets thicker and effectively turns solid. And you've got other ones, unlike burps, that actually do the opposite. So when you apply a force to it, it actually goes runnier, less viscous.
Oh, what word was that?
Viscous.
Oh, I like
Viscosity is the sort of,
Thickness.
effectively the thickness of a liquid.
Oh, I thought you said viscous.
Viscous.
That's exactly what you said.
Oh,
Less
but
viscous.
then you said thickness.
Viscosity.
Yeah, viscosity is the same as thickness,
Oh, okay.
sort of.
Yeah. So you got two different types. Because you've got water,
Don't let me derail you.
which is just a plain old liquid. Yeah. So you can hit it, you do whatever, and it doesn't change.
Water, yeah.
It doesn't change how thick it is.
Yeah.
Non-Newtonian fluids change their thickness depending upon the pressure, the impact, force, and all of this kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, as he was saying with ketchup, because you actually shake it up or do something with it, it actually makes it runnier.
Yeah.
So that it will actually come out. Which is why once you've got that first little bit out, then if you still hold it and shake it, it comes out really quickly. So you end up with you don't get anything. And then it plops out, and then it goes all over the plate.
You remember that classic scenario? It was always, you joked about it, you'd like shake it really hard, and
It go
then
everywhere.
nothing would come out, and then you keep shaking it, and suddenly you got a plate full
You've
of
got
ketchup.
half a bottle.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that is why.
That is why. It is a non-Newtonian fluid.
That's physics, that is.
Yeah.
Physics and
Physics.
ketchup my two favourite things.
Yeah.
But Ash, what other non-Newtonian fluids are there out there?
The main one is Oobleck.
Oobleck. Who doesn't love a bit of Oobleck?
A bit of Oobleck.
The fuck's an oobleck?
Thank you for asking that.
Yeah. Well, the name of it actually came from the Dr. Seuss books.
Dr. Zeus? Don't you mean Dr. Zeus?
Zeus, or whatever you call it.
I believe it was actually Dr. Seuss,
I
but
thought it
everyone
was
calls
Seuss.
it Dr. Seuss.
It's Dr. Zeus. The cat in the hat, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
This
it's
one
the
was
cart in the heart.
Bartholomew and the
Dr.
Oobleck.
Seuss.
Zeus.
Barthol-
Zeus. Zeus.
No, Dr. Seuss.
Zeus.
Dr.
Zeus.
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 Seuss.
You say potato, I say furtado.
You say nearly
I say
potato.
knob.
I say potato. Okay, Dr. Zeus.
I say noob. Sorry.
Yeah, so Oobleck is basically cornstarch and water.
Corn,
So you can make it. You can make it at home in your kitchen. With some
Yeah, I must
cornstarch.
admit, I call it cornstarch in water.
Oobleck sounds so much better.
It has oobleck.
Yeah.
1 part water, 2 parts cornstarch. Mix it all up.
Sounds like a big
Add
German
a bit
corporation that's going to
add
take
a bit
over.
of vanilla, add a bit of milk, add a bit of sugar, custard.
Custard.
Yeah. And then eat it. And then when someone punches you, it's solid. It looks
The
like
way
you've
you
got
said
Not
that,
in my case.
the way you said custard is that could be like the end of like everything ever. Every argument could be ended just by going, yeah, add a bit of water, add a bit of vanilla, custard.
Yeah. Watched the new Star Wars film the other week. It was all right, but add a bit of water, add a bit of vanilla. All you got is custard there,
Custard.
really.
Donald Trump, still president of the United States. You know what, though? Things could be better. Add a bit of water, add a little bit of vanilla, cunt custard.
Yeah, exactly. they say he's going to build. They say he's going to build a wall around Mexico. It's going to take 5 billion tons of concrete, but add a bit of milk, add a bit of water, add a bit of sugar, a bit of vanilla. And really, it's just custard.
Anyway.
My wall is made of custard.
Right.
That could work.
Ash, back to your Ooblex.
Back to some Ooblecks.
Custard.
A load of Ooblex.
Yeah, Ooblex is one of is a non-Newtonian fluid that actually when you
How's it spelled?
apply
Sorry,
force-
is this a plural?
Oobleck.
You know, I reckon someone just made that up for a laugh.
Yeah, Dr. Zeus.
Someone
Zeus.
was
Oh, okay.
playing Scrabble.
Bartholomew and
like,
the Oobleck was the book.
Okay. And so he started calling it that. Oh.
So that's where it then got its name.
Someone was playing Scrabble. That's all they had left, and they're like, "I'm not fucking losing. I'm going to put these words out there." Ooblex. I said, "What's that mean?" It's non-Newtonian fluid, mate.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Except you'll go, it's a what was it? A Darwinian?
Custard.
Non-Darwinian custard. I think we've got an episode title.
Okay.
Yeah. So with this one, if you have it in a bowl, say,
Yeah.
you can actually with a hammer. If you rest the hammer on top of it, then the hammer will slowly sink in.
Bit like jelly.
Or quicksand.
Yeah, quicksand.
Okay.
But if you actually whack it,
Yeah.
it won't penetrate it. It won't dent it. It'll just the hammer will just bounce off.
Basically, it's
solid.
a way to walk on water.
So maybe
That's how Jesus did
You
it.
can walk on it.
He filled it with
Custard.
cornstarch.
Yeah,
Or
you
custard
can-
powder.
you can
Bird's
walk on
custard
it.
powder. It'd
Yeah.
do just the same job.
As long as you don't stop, you could walk on it. So if you put out a big mat and say you made it a couple of inches deep,
You remember Big Matt, don't you?
Big Mac.
Big
big
Matt.
mat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. What?
This is lost on him. Yeah. But no, so if you make a big trough and only have sort of a couple of inches deep of this Oobleck stuff,
Ooblecks,
you could actually walk across it.
Because it's only a couple of inches deep.
Decent pace. And you wouldn't end up with any of it stuck to your feet or anything, and you just go straight across it.
Okay.
If you actually stopped at any point, then you would sink into
Start
it.
sinking.
Yeah.
So if I ever got to quicksand, I have to get over it quickly without stopping.
No, quicksand isn't.
Yeah, there's two types of Newtonian fluid.
Yeah.
Quicksand's the shit one.
Yeah. Quicksand's the one that...
The shit out of luck.
Yeah. It's not like the bowl of cream where...
Yeah, quicksand is the one where if you go in quicksand, they tell you to not move fast, don't struggle.
Oh.
So the faster you move, like ketchup, quicksand and ketchup are in one class.
Silent killers.
Absolutely. Yeah, quicksand and ketchup. Yeah, peas in a pod, really.
Yeah, did you do the Indiana Jones movie? Got
But
stuck in the
if you
ketchup.
put quicksand in a bottle, if you want to get it out, just smack the bottom.
Yeah? Fall straight out. All over your fry up.
That's it.
But what thinking of with potential other uses for it and stuff. I mean, I know they're looking into it, but they
So
haven't
are we
really.
Are we on
Nah, forgetting about
Kicksand. Kicksand.
Forget about Kicksand.
Kicksand.
Back to not these sort of
Not
Oobleck
ketchup.
style things.
Yeah, right, okay. We'll talk
The
about
ones that harden. I mean, you can use it.
hard
You
ballistics.
could almost make liquid body armor out.
Mm.
Right, okay.
So it's flimsy. You can move around it as long as you don't do quick movements.
Yeah, yeah.
It won't solidify, so you can move around in it.
Like
So
the
you've still got-
Symbionite from Venom.
Precisely. I mean, let's face it. If you're in a scenario where you're worried about
Precisely.
getting hit, you don't want to move fast anyway, do
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
So
that's
you're
true.
fine with it.
Yeah, exactly. So you could probably even have it on sort of baseball players and all of that kind of stuff. Or cricket players, so that it's all flexible pads, and as soon as the ball hits it, it goes solid.
And as soon as
And
they
it
then
goes-
run for base,
They get stuck halfway. Yeah,
you're out of there.
Yeah, yeah. If they run too fast, then they get stuck. It's quite cool. I hadn't thought of that bit.
I just love the idea of some American listeners going, okay, I've kept up so far, but what's a cricket?
Yeah, it's a small little insect. That,
Yeah. But what's the game? Why do they need the armour? Oh, I'm so confused.
stops people treading on them?
Yeah, fair enough. Unless they're in like a big 2-inch deep tray of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm lost.
I love the fact that we're completely losing Adam.
yeah. It's good, isn't it?
I'm
It's
lost.
good. So no, I mean the uses for it are not. There's a lot of them, and it's really cool. You can actually go on YouTube and look at loads of different videos of what people have done with.
Because that's
with
what I'm
this.
definitely going to do when I go on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Balloons filled with Oobleck,
Oobleck.
and then
Oobleck.
shot with stuff, and you see it go solid, and it fractures and breaks apart, and then it turns into a bit of goop and all goes back together again.
Was
bit
it-
like the Terminator 2 dude?
Oh, the
yeah.
liquid
Shatters,
metal guy.
and then he all goes back together again.
Yeah.
Was it you that showed me the video of that thing that turned into look like it was coming out?
Two
from the
girls, one
ground?
cup.
No, the one man, one job.
yeah, yeah.
It was like
I
the
forgot
devil
what
or
that
something.
was, Yeah,
It looked like it was all coming out with horns.
yeah.
or
It was the
something.
devil's. It was the devil's gateway or something. It was
Yeah.
a certain mixture of stuffs that
Oh,
then.
it looks like a pair of horns. Yeah, you just mix two very small quantities together and they build a large foam-like
Yeah.
pair of horns out of the
very
ground.
brittle, but it just
Yeah.
it go 15-fold in
That's
size.
it. Yeah,
and
that's
it's
got
all
absolutely
eggs and
fuck
stuff.
all to do with this.
Yeah,
I know. I just thought about it. It scared
Yeah,
me.
you're trying to change the subjects desperately.
Trying to make myself sound intelligent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Failed.
I know stuff about science. Remember that video I watched?
You showed me a video on YouTube once. Maybe that's relevant because you just mentioned YouTube.
Exactly how my brain works. Exactly how my brain works. I heard YouTube. I'm in.
yeah. Well, what actually going to do some experiments with it. We start. I do archery and things, and we've started shooting stuff.
That could actually be quite interesting, as
So-
long as you can find a way to stop it leaking out of the barrel or the butts. No, hang on.
No,
It's
we'll
not
put
gonna-
it. We'll shoot them in balloons and stuff. Because we were shooting they shot a car bonnet the other day.
Why, you fucking vandal?
What, with a
yeah,
longbow?
With a longbow.
Nice.
And even our little non-armour piercing target piles, just the little pointy round things, we're going through it
Yeah.
at 150 yards. It's pretty. They're pretty impressive weapons.
Yeah.
So we're going to start shooting. We're going to shoot some Oobleck with it as well and film it
Oobleck.
and see what actually happens because it should shatter it. But whether it penetrates or not, the same as it would a solid lump of metal, I don't know.
That would be quite interesting, shooting Oobleck balloons.
Yeah, it'll be cool. People have got videos of doing it with bullets and BBs and all of that kind of stuff.
Well, the thing is, with the BBs and the bullets, they can get a camera up close and really take detailed pictures of the target because you can shoot with huge accuracy. The trouble, I believe, with longbows is your accuracy is not there.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. We'd use a zoom lens, of course, to protect the camera just in case. But no, if we do it really close, say 40 yards,
You get a balloon comfortably. Okay,
Easily.
fair enough.
Yeah. Well, the idea we hit what's called a wand, which is a 1 inch wide piece of stick. basically.
Almost like a bit of a wand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuck in the ground at 100 yards and hit that maybe 3 out of 6, and the others would be fairly close.
Okay.
So
Can you make Oobleck ones?
we could do with one of those long balloons that you can make into.
The balloon.
Make into a donkey.
Oh,
we can make an Oobleck Oobleck horsey.
I'm thinking, some sort of Oobleck balloon animal modelling might be the way to go with this.
Start out,
And then you pop one section. If you have it twisted up, then you'd only pop one section at a time.
Yeah.
Well, you can just ask me how long we've got.
Yeah, seriously, can we kill this conversation yet?
I think
I think we're running out.
No, that was interesting.
Yeah, no,
That was interesting. We just run out of shit to say, which is why we've gone on to archery.
Yeah, but shooting stuff.
Wow. Good way to... So, yeah, love shooting stuff. Yeah. All right. Thanks for
Hang on.
listening.
What happens if you shoot a bottle of tomato ketchup
It breaks the glass
and goes
you end up with
runnier?
glass in you. Yeah, it'll go runnier. So it'll go straight through, and your arrow will look like it's got blood on it because it's tomato ketchup.
It's going to go super runny.
It's going to go super runny.
See? Bit of circularosity. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Technical
a
term
word.
there. Yeah, it is now.
Thanks for listening to the Not Listening Podcast. You can give us a tweet at Barker Podcast or at Not Listening Pod. Make sure you go to www.notlistening.co.uk. You can check out Not Watching and Not Playing, which Rob Howard does, and Marcus, and there are other people that do it.
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott, he's a famous person.
Well, in that case, you should definitely listen to that podcast.
Yeah. And the Not Sensical Podcast, which I do with Gary, which goes out on the radio too. It's a radio show, so it's family friendly, no fucking swearing. Right, okay, I've been Adam, you've been.
Well,
And you've been.
The really boring,
It's not
uninformative little science
been
dude.
boring. I'm winding you up. It's fine.
unimaginative.
Oh, that was the one. Oh. Sorry, I got it wrong.
Fucking bit of a burn.
Incapable of remembering.
Yeah.
Or remembering.
Remembering.
See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.